All right, so you are seeing a lot of numbers being thrown around right now when it comes to the Phoenix real estate market. And a lot of that data doesn't always reflect what's actually going on. We recently did a video looking at list prices versus sold prices. And I think a lot of people were surprised to know how far down sellers were willing to come off their original asking price. But in this video, we're going to take a look at it from a different angle, and we're going to find examples of similar homes, what they're selling for now versus what they probably would have sold for earlier this year. Now, finding similar homes for this situation can be a little bit challenging, so we're going to have to speculate to a certain extent, but I find it's the best way to kind of get a gauge on what's currently happening right now and where we're headed. So we're going to take a look at a few different areas and some different price points as well, so we can try to understand what the Phoenix housing market is actually doing, so that you are fully prepared before you make any decisions to purchase. So if you think that might be helpful to you, then stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. If this is your first time to this channel and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, including everything that's going on here in the housing market, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got you back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix Metro. All right, guys, so before we get started, let me give you a little info on what my search criteria was here. And what my goal was is to basically find homes of similar size, style, finish level, and features, and really kind of dive into the price difference on what things were selling for back earlier this year, kind of between the February and April kind of timeline to what they are now over the last 30 days or so. So a few different areas and price points. I picked out 4 different areas here. We're going to do Peoria. We're going to do Scottsdale. We're going to do Central Phoenix and also down in Chandler. So let's kind of take a look at those and I think these will really paint a good picture of what we're seeing right now. So let's go ahead and start off here up in the northwest corner. We'll start off in Peoria. And I've got the list up here. What I want to show you is then. So this $1 million home is what I'm going to call the then, and then this $830,000 home is what I'm going to call now. So let's go ahead and jump into the $1 million one. This property, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2787 square foot, about a 15,000 square foot lot. Has its own pool. It's got built in 2013. This is in Vistancia. So I will kind of jump into some of these photos here so you can kind of get a general idea, and I'll click through them fairly quickly, but I want to give you an idea of the finish level, style, that type of thing. Because again, this is what I'm looking for when I'm going through, is to try to find, something that is of similar quality. So let's go. I want to go into the backyard as well, because this is important too. A lot of this stuff, if one house has an insane backyard and the other house doesn't really have anything, that's going to be a major difference. I'm trying to find similar stuff here. So again, let's look back at this. This home was listed back in March. It listed for $935, got multiple offers, and then was bid up to $1 million. This was on a loan. So this is kind of what we were seeing back then. We had so much action going on. That's what created the bidding wars. That's what created people bidding against each other. And then you got to $1 million price point. Versus if we come to what we're at now, we'll go through the stats again. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,600 square foot, a little bit smaller lot size here at 9,500. You got a 4-car garage, but let's take a look at this too. So very nice backyard. So you got a nice backyard situation. Again, very, very clean, livable. Let's get into the interior photo so you can see here, but they had a lot of pictures of the backyard, but let's go inside and you can kind of get a general feel. Another very clean house. Again, the finish level quality is nice. It's It's nothing over the top spectacular, but when you go in here, you're going to have a nice home. They focus primarily on the backyard here, but you can tell from the interior photos that it's nice as well. And then if we go back to the stats on this one they listed at $950. This was listed actually right around the end of June, about 90 days on market total. And then they ended up coming down to $830. So you kind of had the reverse effect here. So you can see what happens. You can see what the difference a couple months make. They took the pricing probably from something similar here on what things were selling. They tried to price it quarterly based on what had sold earlier. It got negotiated down to $830. Now let's go take a look at Scottsdale here, and I'll show you what's going on up in Scottsdale. So if we kind of go over the map, we're going to look at the Scottsdale area here. Again, we're going to kind of try to find two areas very similar in Scottsdale. So let's look at what this one sold for back earlier this year. This was a 4-bed, 2.5-bath, 3,000 square foot home, just under 10,000 square foot lot with a pool, 3-car garage. We'll kind of take a look at a few photos here so you can take a look at the curb appeal, take a look at the backyard, get an idea on the interior finish level. Again, I'm looking for stuff that is, turnkey, stuff that you can move into. Might not be on the highest end of the finish level scales, but stuff that's very nice. Nice pool on this one here. If we go back to the stats, let's take a look. So this one was listed in April. It was listed for $1.125. Got multiple offers. Ended up closing at $1.259. So they added another, $135K to that one. That somebody had to come up above list price in order to get that deal done. So that is something that closed back in April. Again, so let's take a look at the one that's closer to now. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house, around the same lot size, just over 9,000 square foot, 3,200 square foot home. We'll look at some pictures. Again, a nice interior, nothing extravagant on the inside. Very nice, very clean, move-in ready home, nice backyard. And let's look at this. Let's look at the numbers here. So it's so crazy to see kind of the reverse happening here. They listed for 1.3. They dropped it down because they listed it in the beginning of July. They dropped it down to 1.175 and then sold it for 1.1. This just closed in the end of September. So this is what we're seeing. So there's really good examples on what we're seeing as far as the difference in market goes. Real quick, you guys, if you're finding this info helpful at all, make sure to hit that like button. Leave us a comment below. We want to hear from you. It really helps us to know if we're putting out the right content for you. It also helps us to spread it to more people who might be in the same situation. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and move down into the central part of Phoenix, and we're going to focus here on a couple listings right around Arcadia. The first one I've got, let's go to this one. The first one I have on my list that was something that closed earlier this year. This was a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 3,200 square foot on a 23,000 square foot lot. So got to account for lot size here, near 40th Street in Camelback. Let's take a look at some of the pictures here. Arcadia is going to have a lot of differences depending on where you're at within the zip code. But I think, I tried to find the closest properties that made a lot of sense here. This is a very nice remodel that was done in a nice area north of Camelback. Again, great views. You're going to see a lot of nice finish qualities here. So lots to like on this one when it comes to the finish levels. Understand why it went. So this was listed at 2.249. They listed it fairly high, and they got their price was, barely hit the market or was already on the market and sold right away. They didn't have to bid it up, but they got their list price right at 2.25. Versus if you take a look at this other one, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Again, right around 3,200 square foot. This is an 18,000 square foot lot, so still a nice lot size here. And let's kind of take a look at the pictures on what you see on this one. Again, beautiful lot, nice curb appeal. This is kind of what you see around Arcadia. This is a lot of the draw, you know, a little bit dated on the inside, so maybe not as nice of interior, but still very nice. You can tell that it was updated. It's got a lot of improvements. You can tell that there was money that was put into it. But let's take a look at the stats here. If this one was listed for 2.475 and it was listed again mid-June, seeing a lot of similar aspects here, they dropped it down again. You know, people are dropping their prices down pretty quickly, probably because they're listing so high, but they dropped it to 2.265 and went all the way to 1.81 to get that closed. So that, you know, basically over $600K price drop to get this done. So, I mean, they shot super high and then came in super low. These are the things that you guys need to know when you're looking at list prices versus what potentially you could end up getting them for. And then let's go ahead and head down to Chandler. Let's look at a different price point. Let's go, again, we're going to kind of hit up another area all the way in the southeast section of the valley down here in Chandler, another popular area. Let's take a look at what's going on here. You've got a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square foot home, about 11,000 square foot lot. This is down at Gilbert and Riggs and Mesquite Groves. And let's get an idea of some of the what the home looks like here. Really nice backyard with a pool, great neighborhood, great curb appeal. And then you get into the interior here. And again, all these homes were kind of, you know, if we go back and look at what the date was, this was built in 2002. So you're going to see, you know, some things that are slightly dated. It's not going to be completely up to date, but it's still a very clean house, something that's easily move-in ready. So this was listed for $775, and then, you know, quickly on market, multiple offers, got bid up to $850. So $850, that's what closed back in May. And then if we take a look at this one, we're not too far off numbers wise. This was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 12,000 square foot lot, 2,500 square foot lot, similar location. If you look at this, probably a little bit nicer on the finish level on the interior. So I can see why this one, you know, got the number where it's at. So we'll kind of cruise through here just so you can kind of get a general feel for, you know, what these looked like. Let's get into the backyard here. Again, you got a nice backyard as well. A great pool, that type of thing. But let's take a look at what happened on this one. This was listed in August. So end of August, they started at $899. They dropped the price $100,000 to $799 and then ended up getting it at $802. So their big reduction probably got multiple offers, a couple of people coming in. They ended up right at $802. So, you know, you're going to see stuff in the, you know, smaller price points, maybe not have the larger price reductions or the larger differences when it comes to list price versus sale price, but you can still see the major differences when it comes to the market conditions. But the one thing we do want to continue to watch is interest rates and how they will affect it. A lot of these people who maybe purchased that closed within the last 30 days might have been able to lock their interest rate in around the 5 to 5.5 mark. Obviously, with interest rates going up, it could still be putting more price pressure onto the sellers to kind of push potential levels down a little bit more. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to continue doing these for you guys so you can kind of get a general feel for if pricing is going to continue to move. All right, so that's what I've got for you guys today. Hopefully that is helpful to you. We're going to keep an eye on this. Make sure to keep monitoring the situation as interest rates continue to change, as we continue to see things transitioned into more of a buyer's market. That seems to be where we're headed right now, so we're going to keep an eye on it. We want to make sure you are fully prepared, making sure you're making the right decisions if you're making the move out here to Arizona and are looking to make a purchase potentially. So if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to us. We're here to help guide you in the right direction. We're here to help navigate when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here. We absolutely love it. So give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.